That's why when I go out, I splurge without even thinking about the price of the food, because I like to think that I'm a master chef in my own kitchen. So when people ask me, do you like to play sport? I'm like, yes, my favorite sport is thinking I'm master chef. So I give myself 1 hour to make shitty ingredients and mostly leftover ingredients into like something nice. So yeah, same. Vin 1368 Vin 1368. Yeah, I do the same. Can I tell you something really gross? Okay, this is where we divulge into, this is where we move into a story, okay? Like, so this is what happens. You ask, and then like I have a story that comes to mind, and then I tell you this story. Okay, this story is like quite ridiculous, and I think a lot of you will facepalm, okay? And please, don't judge me. Just judge me, it doesn't matter. Like, I think, I won't like not share this with you. But one time I was cleaning my kitchen cabinet, and at the back of the kitchen cabinet I found two cans of tuna, because I live in a co-living apartment, right? So I share this apartment with some of my friends, and sometimes we leave all this food, right? And we don't eat it, and then we pile things in front of it, and we don't see the things at the back. And so I found these 2 cans of tuna fish that have expired for 2 years. Can you guess what I did with it? Yes, I'm renting my place. Yeah. Can you guess what I did? Guess in the comments what I did with it. 2 cans of 2-year-old expired tuna fish. I ate it. I wanted to know if I would truly lao sai after I eat it, right? So instead of just eating it, I opened it first, like I smelled. But tuna fish smells fishy, and it tastes a little bit tart, like soury anyway. It doesn't taste that doesn't taste any different from like regular tuna fish. So I'm like, okay, you know how you test milk by drinking it? You're like, oh, sour already, then throw away, right? But like this tuna fish tastes like regular tuna fish. So then I emptied the liquid. The liquid looks the same. I put the tuna fish flakes into a bowl. I add egg, I add flour, I mix it into a patty. I made tuna fish patties. I ate with avocado and a side of eggs and some salad. So then I ate that. And I was like, okay, now I will know if like the expiry dates on things are really real. And I didn't lao sai. I didn't have a stomachache. And I will forever tell this story with pride, because I always, like I said, right, I always test on myself before I even tell people this. But I won't tell you to eat expired food, okay? Because that would be irresponsible of me, because I don't know what will happen to you, and I don't want you to go to the hospital because of it. But I just want to tell you that I did it lah. Yeah, it's like a tuna fish patty. It's best before expired. I think it says best before, but that was 2 years ago, so I cannot imagine like, yeah. So Yeti Man is laughing. I am a risk taker to a certain extent. I don't like jumping out of I don't like bungee jumping or roller coasters. Like that one make my heart come out to my mouth, and then like I leave it in the sky while I'm like on the ground. So I do not like that. But yeah, but I don't like to waste food, right? My mom always said, don't waste food. No, don't throw away your plastic bag, right? Because single-use plastics, everything, right? This one was like 20 years ago, my mom was doing it. My mom still wears clothes from like 20 years ago. She looks like a child, you know or not? But guess who else does that? Me. So every time you guys ask me, right, oh, what is this? Where is this from? I cannot tell you sometimes, because sometimes I've had this outfit items for like 10, 20 years. And I just pair it with different items that I buy individually, so I can just match things. So yes, if you see me on the streets in Singapore looking damn chui, don't even ask. This outfit came from 20 years ago. Okay, maybe not 20 years lah, maybe 10 years lah. I would be about 26. Yeah, that's when I would be shopping, in my early 20s. Yeah, so what do I aspire to be in life? Okay, let me tell you my aspirations since you asked, okay, Taxi Girl 777. I want to star in an indie feature film, but for one of those like art festivals, like Cannes Film Festival, that kind of thing. Yeah, let me tell you the truth about what they'll pay for this. Like, they'll pay you terribly. But I want it for the artistic thing lah. So being an actor really for me is like a professional hobby. I love the craft of acting. I love the craft of becoming a character. I mean, it's like a full process, and I think a lot of people don't really see that. And maybe one day I'll be able to show you. So remember to follow me on TikTok and Instagram to see my journey as an actor, host, and voiceover. I mean, listen, acting is the dream, right? And you cannot stop. You cannot stop, because once you stop, nobody will audition you anymore, right? Thanks, Benjamin. But then hosting and voiceover artistry is what makes me money, so that I can continue to audition for things. Because what a lot of people don't know about acting is that, right, you don't have to be famous to be an actor. Those are celebrities. Celebrities are actually bred for endorsements, so that their agencies can make endorsement money from them. You understand what I mean? Commercials and stuff like that, they pay like shit ton of money, like $50,000, $100,000, you know, and then the agency gets a big cut of that, right? Actors are different. We create the character, we want to create the character, we want to workshop the character. And so, like, you know, a lot of people like who want to, like, for example, there was a guy called Eric Williams on TikTok that always wants to insult me lah, and he's always saying things like, oh, you're not, she calls herself an actor, who does she think she is, Fan Wong? Excuse me, I've never thought of myself as Fan Wong, because I'm Katanya Tan. I bring something else to the table, okay? So no, but what he's actually saying with that is that we are not viable until we are famous. How many of us ever get to be famous, even in our line of work? You know what I mean? Does that mean we are not viable? That's a perspective that he really has to think about, right? Because in saying that, he actually doesn't allow himself to try or do things. So he is actually putting himself down. So he's limiting himself. So I feel really bad for him, because I know what I'm going for lah. Whether or not I ever get it, it's the adventure of not knowing that makes me very excited, right? So there's that. Yeah. So that's my perspective. You liked it, please feel free to give me some likes, and also reward me with helping me to hit my goals. I think I need some ducks. No pressure, just sharing. Zizil, Auntie Kate can give relationship advice. Yeah, sure. But this relationship advice will definitely be a self-empowering advice more than anything. Thanks, Te Gaja and Stephen Low. Yeah, so I really am an artist. I really identify as an actor still, even though, you know, I've stopped auditioning for local things, because I think local things are surrounded around propaganda as well, right? You know, there's the censorship thing in Singapore. So my agents are like, just audition for international stuff, because you already have like a good show reel. If you want to see my show reel, you can go to the link in my bio on my website under the page actor, I think. Actor or resume. Videos, maybe you'll see my show reel there, and you'll see the things that I've been on. And honestly, like, it's true, like, your show reel number one cannot be too long. And then if each scene is like 30 seconds, you can only do 4 in a 2-minute reel. Thank you, T-Rex47, for helping me hit my goals.